Good morning and welcome to This Week with Pastor Dino. I am Dino and I'm so glad you are joining us here at First Presbyterian Church of Bradenton, where we are cultivating hearts for Jesus from the heart of downtown. It's been a great week around here, and I'm not just saying that because the Rays have advanced to the AL Championship Series. I'm saying that because we've got great things going on in our church, and we are kicking off a new sermon series called Stories That Teach. It's going to be going through the parables, and so this morning I wanted to open us up with a word from Jesus talking about why he used parables. Matthew 13:13 says, "That is why I use these parables, for they look, but they don't really see. They hear, but they don't really listen or understand." See, a big part of our faith journey, it's not just about coming to church. It's not just about reading the Bible. It's not just about saying a prayer here and there. It's not even about doing good. It's about hearing and understanding the Word of God and then applying it to our lives. That's how we grow. That's how we're able to make a difference in this world and grow the kingdom. And that's why Jesus gave us these parables. That's why we're going to be going through them on Sunday morning. So I just want to encourage you that whatever you're trying to do in your faith journey right now, think about it as an opportunity for you to hear and understand something new, and let Christ kind of plant that seed in your heart. Let that grow and motivate you to some sort of new action, some sort of new thing. We learned on Sunday that out of small things come great things. So again, let Christ plant that seed in your life. This week around the church, we've got Operation Christmas Child going on. This is a fantastic opportunity for us to serve others, and we'll be hearing a bit more about Operation Christmas Child a little bit later in our show today. With our online options, we've got the ABCs of Faith on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. That's with Larry and I, and we have been having a lot of fun doing that, so we hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you haven't been able to check in yet, you can watch our last two episodes on Facebook and on YouTube as well. We've got a pressure break on Thursday with Larry. We've got our Saturday morning breakfast and Bible study on Zoom, and it's called I Didn't Sign Up for This. It's a great book and discussion to study, and you can go to our church website, bradenton.church/Zoom, and that will give you all of our regular Zoom offerings, kind of like hang out with the pastor on Tuesday. That's going to be at 1 o'clock. I'll be there. Again, go to that same page and click on the link to get there. We've got worship on Sunday at 9 and 11 in person and streamed online as well. So plenty of things to do with First Presbyterian Church of Bradenton this week. Now I want to shift gears and let you know that if you know Ralph, you know Ralph's got thoughts.
And now, this is what Ralph thinks.
Ralph, what do you think about this new baseball playoffs format?
Well, I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get the entire season in and everything, but I like it. All my favorite teams seem to be involved in it so far, and it's certainly a lot better than nothing. So I'm going forward and being positive with that.
That was what Ralph thinks.
That's a Ralph.
As you know, I love hearing people's stories and people's passions here in this church, and today is no exception. With all the Operation Christmas Child stuff going on at our church, I had the opportunity to sit down with Patty Lee, who's been heading up this project, this mission, for a long time here at First Pres. Let's take you there. Well, I'm joined here in the studio today by Patty Lee, one of our church members who is involved with Samaritan's Purse and Operation Christmas Child. Patty, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you, Dino.
Great. You've been doing this Operation Christmas Child here at First Pres for a long time.
Right. It's been about 11 years that I've been the project leader here.
Wow.
I was filling boxes before that on my own, but yeah.
Okay, and speaking of boxes, we've got a few examples here. These are the boxes that your team has been putting together this week.
Right.
And I believe they're partially filled.
Exactly.
What are some of the items that you've partially filled these boxes with?
Okay. For the older children, they definitely have the school supplies in them. But some of them are missing pencils and pens because we ran out.
Okay.
But they do have either a spiral notebook or a composition notebook in them. For the older kids, that would be the 5 to 14-year-old age.
Great.
For the younger kids, you can put empty pages for them to color and crayons in,
Sure.
a coloring book, and so on. But many of them don't even know what crayons are.
Wow.
So,
And I see here you brought some examples of some of what you have put together that goes inside the boxes, toys and
Yes.
blankets and whatnot. Can you show some of
Yes.
that?
these are going to the 5 to 9 and 10 to 14-year-old girls.
Wow.
Animals went to everybody. We've been making bean bags for years. We didn't do them this year, but we had a lot left over. Here's a little skirt for a 2 to 4-year-old,
Fantastic.
and a little tote bag, and other skirts. We've done shorts for the boys. We have given them a lot of different things, backpacks and so on, small
Wow.
backpacks to go in the bags. But anything missing, you can tell by the brochure, there are 3 categories.
So our church is involved every year with Operation Christmas Child. It's one of our very hands-on ministries, and we think about Christmas, and here in America, we have an overabundance of Christmas, but kids in third world countries don't get anything.
Right.
And so Samaritan's Purse is able to go out and basically have churches put together boxes that is a Christmas present. And it's also gospel-based. We'll talk about that in just a second. So I imagine Samaritan's Purse has some ideas as to what kinds of things should go in these boxes. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, there will be a brochure that we have handed out. We will be handing out to people.
Okay.
And it gives you ideas. There's a wow gift, which could be an article of clothing, an outfit, a basketball and a pump, a doll, a small doll. I could have brought one in. But those are the wow gifts. And then there are little trinkets and hair things and balls for the boys, to throw back and forth and so on for toys. Then there are the school supplies, which I've already mentioned. And then hygiene. That's a biggie.
Okay.
That's really a comb or brush
Sure.
and soap.
Wow.
Just a gentle soap
Okay.
is perfect.
Great.
And a washcloth.
So it's fun for the kids, but then there's also a gospel element besides the practical element. The kids all partake in a ministry that's made by Samaritan's Purse,
Yes,
intended to bring the gospel, and it's called The Greatest Journey.
you're exactly right.
My name is Athena. I live in the Philippines. Ay baga ni tita kanyak nga mapanak di baryo hulad na maawa nga box. My dad. Napintas mo dagi ko iso nga I'm happy. Di kayat ko nga at nagyan di basket mo di ber. Hindi naawat ko di bak na umaya. Hindi pa'y madya naawat ko umaya di kapinan. Nag-istorya adupi. Hindi nga kanta mo umay kampay. Agkan kanda dita sa hango, ma'am.
Hindi baso niyo?
Yeah. Imbasa mo ba si hindi, ma'am? Di pa'y papa nangiko ka di buklet.
Ang kong unexpected nga dahil basit nga shoebox, basit nga gift nga na-receive ni Athena. Pagbaliw na iti pa nagbiag mikan iti pamati mikan ni Apo. Dahil nga gapukin dahil nga gift kat kasalang na yes asidagpay iti si bubuo nga pamilya mikan ni Apo.
Agyaman nagtaad da integ da nga box.
So once again, Patty, I want to thank you and your team for bringing this ministry opportunity to us once again this year. We started on Sunday handing out the boxes for people to take home, and they'll be available for one more Sunday. They take those home and they get them back to you, right?
Exactly.
And when do they bring them back by?
They can bring them at any time they
Okay.
want to in the fellowship hall. There will be a table. They can put their boxes on that are completed.
Great.
It is a $9 donation per box.
Okay, and they put that in there as
They
well?
put that in there
Write a check to?
to Samaritan's Purse.
Wonderful. And that's as easy as it gets in terms of a hands-on practical mission that anybody can do. Going to the store, thinking about what kids in third world countries might want, and blessing them on Christmas as a way of introducing them to the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's a fantastic mission, fantastic ministry opportunity, and Patty, I want to thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you, Dino.
As we go out this week, let's remember that Jesus doesn't just want us to do a bunch of stuff and check off the boxes. He wants us to hear his word and understand his word and let it change our lives. Let it have some impact. That's the core of the gospel. That's how the kingdom grows, when our lives are touched and when we go out of these doors and out of our homes and out into this world with everything that's going on right now and proclaim a message of peace and love and hope. That is our calling. So let's go do that this week. Until next time, I'm so glad you've joined me here on This Week with Pastor Dino, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.